I'd like to say that it's been wonderful being associated with Nakshatra all this time. I love the fact that you have come up with this new collection as well, because it's perfect in keeping with the festive season, the bridal season, gives a lot of variety, and yet it keeps the basic cluster still intact. And this cluster of diamonds is what I find extremely special, because it's definitely sparkly, eye-catching, and I am a cluster kind of person. I'm not just a soloist. I'm definitely all about family, together, come together and we shine brighter. So I'm a very together kind of person, and I think it symbolizes that as well. So kudos for this new collection, and I'm glad to be a part of it. Well, it's my privilege that the company has retained and kept me as a brand ambassador for all this time, and it's been a wonderful experience so far. Like I said earlier, right now at the unveiling, that the design is traditional, and yet in their communication they've always reiterated that it is for the modern woman. And I agree with it, because I do consider myself contemporary, very much a woman of today, but at the same time culturally very rooted, and that's what I appreciate the most about this design. I think it's the fact that we're conditioned from the time that, we're kids, and you've always heard the statement, diamonds are a girl's best friend, but I think more than anything else, it's the fact that it's that wonderful adornment. I think dressing up, adornment, embellishing is part of being a woman, and is definitely a part of being an Indian woman. In our marriages, in our weddings, in our festivities, in our basic pujas, there's always a lot of our goddesses being, dressed up and bejeweled, and likewise the Indian woman. So in that sense, diamonds are the perfect sparkly, and they're extremely precious, and we do value it. So thereby it does evoke a lot of appreciation and immense respect. About today's collection, it's innovative, it's new, because they have gone beyond, they've retained the floral and the cluster, and at the same time they've given us a wonderful new range, which I think is very well timed, especially keeping in mind our fantastic festivities and a huge wedding season coming up. So in that sense, I think it offers the consumer a wonderful variety. I really appreciate jewelry, and I do love diamonds, but I truly am in favor of subtlety. If just because you have jewelry or you love jewelry, you don't have to wear them all at the same time. So in that sense, it's rare that I probably wear, I like to wear it tastefully and not overdo it, but I do definitely appreciate it, and I'm as much of a woman as you are.
After wearing Nakshatra diamond, normally, how did it change you also? Maybe the luck factor, or if you believe in that way?
What?
The diamonds, many people wear diamonds because of the luck factor also. People previously they used to believe.
I think that's a very Indian concept, where which is again, I think anything Indian I find fascinating and I love. And I'm sure it's a very Indian thing to consult a gemologist on stones that suit them. But most often, I think when you've looked around, diamonds seem to be universally fine with almost every Indian woman. I have rarely heard of any kind of questioning or doubt in the area of possessing, wearing, or appreciating diamonds for that matter. In keeping with the era, in keeping with the costume, in keeping with the character and the film. That's something that's very, very important to me in every film. I mean, if a character needs jewelry, then you go with it, and if a character does not need jewelry, then you'll see me in a lot of movies, for that matter even in photographs where I do not have any, if it's not in keeping with the entire look.
Thank you.
All right, you're welcome.